Good morning, everybody. It's early, early enough, considering what I've. Basically, I haven't picked up the camera since Saturday night. Well, I have it with me all the time, but I haven't filmed anything. I didn't film anything yesterday, and now it's like 9:45 in the morning. I usually allow myself Sundays not to film too much if I have enough material filmed for the Monday vlog already in advance. And this week I worked really hard to make sure that I have that time, so I can take a little bit easier on Sundays. This week is going to be a little bit probably busy start to it. It's still all up in the air. I'll know later on today. It looks like we might be rehearsing on Tuesday instead of Thursday, which makes it as you know, Tuesday usually is my studio day, so that kind of I have to move stuff around. So I got up early this morning. I was up at 7 o'clock, and actually it was 6:45, and I've been working on a song all morning, and it's done as far as I can think of. And here's the thing, as soon as I started to get a kind of the band element into the project, I started thinking about how everything works live, which is cool. It's a nice thing to be able to do that, but I also have to remind myself sometimes that there are things that I can do in the studio that necessarily don't have to work exactly the same way live. And like here, I'm not talking about any fancy production stuff. I'm talking about just the acoustic guitar, my trusty friend. I'm just talking about like how I can usually if I play in a live situation, I play with a pick and I hit it pretty hard. Like I'm a pretty heavy-handed picker, or if I play in a session, it's even probably louder because I need to get the volume up. But the beauty of recording situations is that I can do stuff a lot more gentle. Like this song, I'm kind of strumming it with the fingers, and you know, you've got the more gentle touch to it. And like for that to work in a live situation, you really need to be in a very much of a listening audience situation, sit down listening audience, and extremely good sound systems and all that sort of stuff. But that should not stop me trying to do that in a studio, because sometimes it's nice to do something different, and not everything has to be directly translated into the live situation. And I know once I've done it, the recorded version, I pretty much have in my mind how I can do it live as well as usually. So there you go. So due to the fact that I can't do studio day tomorrow, possibly, I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm gonna record today, and we'll see how we get on with that. Okay. So this week's song already written before 10 a.m. the Monday morning. Woohoo! So that's a good start, and let's get on with it. I'm really getting on with the acoustic guitar a lot these days. Really loving playing it, and so I'd say this is going to be a pretty acoustic based song again, but we'll see. We'll never know what happens in the end. Let's do this. First guitar take done. Okay, check this out. I got this really cool preamp. It's Electro-Harmonix mic pre. The problem with this yoke is that there is a frequency around about 100 Hertz that it just hums. So every time if I want to record with it, I had to cut that frequency out, and it's not ideal. My vocal I know my vocal doesn't sound like very deep vocal, but I got a really weird kind of resonating frequencies there, and if you cut them out, my voice turns really nasal. So it's almost a little bit useless for me. I believe it's something to do, I was trying to read online about it, but there's only a tiny bit of information, and I think it's to do with the fact that this, very often you see these mic preamps that have a valve in them, one valve. That's pretty much there just for the show. Trust me on this one. It's not. You need the two to make it genuine valve, or as Americans say, tube preamp. This one actually has two, but the problem with it is that because it was made as a standalone unit, as is made on a style of almost like a pedal, it's powered just by 12 volt AC adapter, which for it's just too sensitive to all sorts of disturbance. So if you know anybody in Ireland who knows how to mod those things so that they stop making that little noise, because apparently some people have done it and they sound absolutely brilliant. Best value for money you can get. But I haven't found anybody who can do that yet. So if you know somebody in Ireland, let me know. So I've just done it, and you can see here the curve. I have to cut all this out of here, and it's not ideal at all. So I'm gonna have to do another take of the vocal now with just the Zoom R16 preamps, and we'll see what it sounds like. Do a bit of a head-to-head comparison. But the song is coming on really nicely. The guitar is done. It sounds really nice. Gentle touch, as I said. I did end up playing with a pick. It's just a habit of it, but very gently, like not just something that I wouldn't do live at all, but just something that sounds really good on the recording. So cool. Another take on the vocal now, without the preamp. Summer's on its way, but you feel cold inside. I'll hold your hand and you do your best not to cry. But I can see, even past those shades, down your cheek the tears make their way. That was better. Let's have a listen. It's days like this that I kind of makes me think that it's quite amazing what I can do in this little space studio, you know, like I'm armed enough with a laptop and a couple of inputs and a set of speakers and headphones, and if I was traveling I could do without the speakers, I could just do with the headphones. I'm so used to using them now. Microphone, couple of microphones, couple of leads, and you just sit down and you create something. It's a quite amazing feeling to be able to do that, and not only to be able to do that, but do that repeatedly over so long period of time, like now nearly 2.5 years. And it's funny because I was thinking of that last night. Last night I had this one of those moments which I have somewhere along the way, almost every week. I have this like, but it's a very brief moment going like, oh God, I need to write another song tomorrow. Like, what am I going to write about? What, I don't know. Like, I've nothing to think about. Like, no thoughts and no inspiration, nothing. But as soon as you sit down to do it, you know, something comes up. Your brain musters something that you captured during the week, and it starts working. And very often you can almost notice that it comes so naturally at that moment that you think that the brain must have been actually working on that kind of unconsciously even longer than that. I mean, I'm literally gone from 8 o'clock in the morning. I woke up, oh no, sorry, I woke up earlier, but I was 8 o'clock in the morning. I took the guitar out. I was trying to plug very quietly so I wouldn't disturb the neighbors. and now it's 12:15. And I think I have the song recorded. I still have to mix it and all that, but gone from that to this, and gone from that last night, bit over 12 hours ago, I was thinking this is never going to happen. It's amazing. Right. I'm going to leave this song for a minute. I'm going to get out, go to the bank, do all the usual stuff, and let this brew. But it sounds really, really good. And it's one of those songs that I started writing about something I didn't know what it was. I thought it was something really, really personal. Again, that hoping that somebody might be able to relate to it, and then I realized that it's actually about a much, 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 much bigger subject. That I'm glad that it came out right now, and it's glad that made me think of it as well. So we will talk about that later on in the week when I get into more into detail of this song. But yeah, I think I'm very happy with the song once again. Onwards and upwards.
I'll never see my home again. I don't think I'll never see my home again.